We are Cindy and Eddie.
And this is Squeeze a Day.
Today we are in Lakeland, Florida at Repticon. We're going to go check that out and you're come along with us. We have joined the Fink family on another adventure. I couldn't have said it better myself, but let's get back to the show.
Repticon is a really great place to get all things reptiles. So if you're looking for snakes or lizards, there's a lot of people that are going to be here selling them. So definitely a place to come check it out.
These guys, they no heat, no light. They're good at room temperature. They get misted in the morning, misted at night. And they get fed a powdered diet every other day.
As we first walked in, we didn't really know what to expect, so we tried to keep an open mind on what we were seeing.
They also have one of the local stores that is here selling cages, food, equipment necessary to house these kind of animals.
Going into this, we had so many questions. Lucky for us, this was a good place to ask them because these vendors were well prepared to answer. If you have any questions yourself about what it takes to have a pet lizard, frog, snake, or anything else of the reptile variety, this is definitely the place to go. They're going to answer your questions and point you in the right direction to help you get everything that's necessary to be able to own your own reptile. There are some amazing varieties here too. We're really impressed with what they have, something for every budget. Plus, reptiles are a good way to go if you have allergies to other types of animals. So that's something to keep in mind. Yes, I know we're showing a lot of snake pictures. There are other reptiles coming up in just a second. We just wanted to give you a view of the variety and beauty of these particular animals that they had here at this Repticon. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey Cindy and Eddie, are you planning on getting rid of the Lulu so that you can get yourself a snake or maybe a gecko? Don't worry, we're keeping the cat. We just had to check out Repticon because it was so much fun here. And you know we love lizards. However, we don't have space in the RV to be able to take these things with us.
Typical adult behavior, so 90% of the time you're gonna find them like this.
Oh.
Each vendor had their own style of storing and transporting the reptiles. So it was interesting to see how each one of them did it. The other thing to note is the vendors had a different type of reptile that they were trying to sell. So there were a lot of really good options. Something else to keep in mind is that the busier it got, the more active the reptiles became. So they were reacting to the amount of activity in the crowds.
We've got snakes, lizards, geckos, monitors, all kinds of different things here.
And there was a couple of them that were okay with us being able to touch the snakes and lizards for ourselves.
See, that's a good smile. I like it. Thank you. Beautiful, man.
Thank you.
There are a couple things that we're not allowed to take pictures of. They ask us not to photograph. Like, for example, there's a zoo exhibit that has crab, turtle, parrots, ducks, and then there's a giant tortoise exhibit that they didn't want us to photograph either. They actually do photography there where you can feed and get photos with the turtle for a small fee. So we appreciate the heads up on those. We're not going to get those shots, but definitely worth coming in to check out for yourself if you're in the area. Repticon. Of course, if you're unable to own a live snake, you could always get the soft furry kind.
These next two snakes are absolutely gorgeous. And then we found something super cute. They do have more than just lizards here. They have a couple other things here like tarantulas, biters, and I don't even know what that is, but they have worms and stuff too. So something to check out.
Does he like to be handled or no?
I mean, they tolerate it. All the geckos here, for the most part, I wouldn't say they like to be handled.
Catch this one at the end if you want to see the full video. Some of these animals were so funny. Like this one looks like he's about to escape. So the question is, why did it take so long for us to finally show the turtles? You knew they were coming. The answer is quite simple. We actually started on one end of the showroom and did a loop around it so that we can make sure we got everything. And this is where the turtles were. Here's something else for you to check out. Anybody know what these are? Leave a comment below while we get back to some more snakes.
Wow, that one is so beautiful.
Do you want to touch it?
No,
Really cool.
I don't think I do.
I'd like to touch it.
Really cool animal. Scavenger in the wild. So they eat. Yeah, what are you doing, bud? They eat dead things in the wild.
Wow.
So their teeth are actually facing backwards. So
just
I've never
like-
actually been bit by one, but even if you did, it would just basically bounce off.
I
They turn purple as they age, which is pretty cool.
Wow. How
They're
big do they get?
usually pretty timid, docile, kind of chill. He's a little more exploratory right now because the lights and the people, I'm sure, kind of freak him out a little. They might get a little bit wider. They're always a triangle though. Their ribs come off their spine at a 45 degree angle.
Can I please hold it?
You can hold it. You gotta put a little hand sanitizer.
Make sure your mask is on your face, covering your mouth and nose. Thank you. Also, if you have a spare minute, head out to the front where the giant dinosaurs are. So the service captain will tell you about their
Your other
fight
hand
for your
underneath
rights
his-
to keep your reptiles.
I was trying to get away. The slower you move, the slower he'll react.
This one was my personal favorite. How about you? Leave a comment below. How many of you think these snakes are poisonous? Of course, we found more turtles. This one's a little bit bigger, but also a beautiful one. While this one is trying to escape his box, this one has a standard snake pose.
Are they all different? Or are they all the same?
Different, all different.
I love the turtles. Wow. This has been so much fun.
This is what you're looking at. You only have a couple hours to be in here, which is plenty of time to find what you're looking for.
It's like a big store as well.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of really good reptiles available between turtles, snakes, geckos, etc.
As you've seen.
They do answer questions if you have them, so feel free to ask questions. They're more than happy to answer those questions for you and help get you started on your own collection. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow us on our adventures.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.